What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we hit the finale of the Gauntlet Series for the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds. And their final opponent will be the TOZO Golden X1s. Let me get my finger out the way so you guys can see how nice these things look. If this lid will stay open. All right. This should be a great finale. I'm really looking forward to this head-to-head between these two. Let's get to it. All right, for those who want to see price, specs, and app breakdown for each of these earbuds, I'll leave links in the description below of my unboxing videos for both. That way you can go ahead and check those out and then come on back and join us for this Gauntlet finale. All right, let's go ahead and pull one of each of these out. I'm knocking things over as I do it. All right, we've got the, let me get these squared away. All right, we got the X1, TOZO X1s, Golden X1s rather. Here on the left, we'll call them the X1s. We've got the X7s here on the right. As you can see, two different form factors. You've got the in-ear style, sort of the in-ear style. They got a kind of like a hybrid, if I call it. You got the in-ear with the little, very small stem with the X1s. And here you got the stem style, very small stem style of the X7s. So let's go ahead and take a look at the X1s real quick. In my opinion, a very underrated earbud, but still, we got the nice matte with the gloss TOZO logo here on the touch surface. Very, I'd say kind of a discreet earbud, doesn't protrude outside the ear too far. Excuse me. Very comfortable, very lightweight. Feels really good in the ear. And again, a very comfortable earbud to wear. Again, with that small stem there makes me feel it's a kind of a hybrid situation when it comes to, you know, what you want to call it, because you do have your boom mic on the end here for calls. So I don't want to call it a stem, and I don't want to call it a complete in-ear type of earbud. But again, a very comfortable and a very unique look. And as we take a look at the X7s, and a very compact, small, discreet earbud. I like, you know, the matte and gloss finish on it. You got your touch surface here with the Audio-Technica logo. You also have your push button control here on the stem. I love the I guess you would call it almost rubberized type or silicone type feel of the matte surfaces. Makes it for a very comfortable and very grippy surface. Once you have it in your ear, you get a twist and lock. You don't have to worry about them moving anywhere. Okay, so again, another light and comfortable earbud to wear. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get my phone out, and we'll take a look at these guys in the ear. Here's a look at the X1s in the ear. As you see, it doesn't take up a lot of the ear well, but you do have a, I don't know if I can get, okay. You got the TOZO logo, your touch surface there. Again, very discreet earbud. The very, very minimalistic stem on it makes it very, very comfortable for long-term use. Very light in the ear. And again, a very discreet, let me put this back in frame. Very discreet set of earbuds to where I really enjoy wearing them. And here's a look at the X7s in the ear. As you can see, again, also just like the X1s, the Golden X1s rather, you've got, doesn't take up a lot of air well, so you got a lot of space up there, but you do get that great twist and lock, and stays in, especially with that silicone material, that silicone covered inside portion of the earbud. So it gets in, it locks in, it stays in place. The stem just a little bit longer, excuse me, than the one on the X1s. Of course, you got your touch controls here with the Audio-Technica logo, and also you can see as the push button control protrudes out just a little, just enough for you to recognize it with your fingers. Why? So that way you can actuate functionality. Again, another very comfortable light earbud to wear long term. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and finish our comparison testing, and we'll come back for that gauntlet, or excuse me, for the sound test. Stay strapped in.
This is a mic test for the TOZO TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we have the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in the ears. As you can see, right now they're in transparency mode. Let me pull up the app. And you can see we're in transparency mode. Now, granted, there are different settings, noise canceling settings for these earbuds on the app, which I think is impressive. But we're only going to deal with noise canceling and transparency. Like you see, I got traffic coming down the block. So I got some good ambient sound. So we'll go ahead and jump into noise canceling mode. See how they do. All right, noise canceling is on. Now with the transparency mode, I was able to hear a good bit of the noise of the sounds from the vehicles and everything going by. Now the noise canceling's turned on. I could barely hear it. Some does leak through. I got a little wind. I can't hear that go through, but I could barely hear some of the vehicle drive past. So it's an okay ANC technology in these earbuds. What I would say is, I don't know where I would rate them just yet with the other earbuds, but it's okay. Again, this is done with no audio being played. This is strictly the strength of the power, rather, of the ANC technology within these earbuds, okay? So this has been an ANC test for the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds. All right, we are out back in my backyard. We got snowfall coming down. We're gonna do an ANC test for the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds. We got demolition still going on back in the background. We've got the turnpike bridge over here. We got traffic still flowing that way. We got ambient sound from also the street behind me. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead, we're in hear-through mode at this moment. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and put these guys in noise canceling. All right, noise canceling has officially been turned on. I'm shooting this with my S23 Ultra, so I cannot show you the app. But I have to say, it did deaden the sound here pretty good. I cannot hear the construction back in the background. Actually, they're doing really good. Now, mind you, I did change out the ear tips. I'm using using the larger ear tips with the more rigid nozzle that goes around the speaker. I can still hear a little bit of the very subtle of the turnpike here, but it's real subtle. Right now there is no central air units running, so I really can't test that. But as far as the current ambient sound, is blocking it out pretty good. With this, again, no audio is being played at the time of this recording of doing these tests. It's strictly the strength of the noise canceling within the earbuds. All right, so it's really pretty good. Now, if I had to rate it, as I would give it about a 7, because there is some leakage still coming in, especially from the turnpike. All right, just heard a couple semis ride past, but it's real faint, but I can still hear them back there. And I like the fact that the demolition that's going on behind me, I just completely got erased. So pretty good. I'll give it a 7 as far as noise canceling. Nicely done. This has been an ANC test for the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds. All right, we are back in for the sound test. We got the X1s all paired up and in the ears. Right now, as you can see, we are in transparency mode. So we have two options to use when it comes to my sound effects. We do have an ear tone, which is similar to, let me see, I guess you can do like the Hear ID or the sound personalization within the Sennheiser Momentum Pros, the Find My IEQ version in like the XM5s, and it's something on that lines. When I say the Hear ID, I mean through Soundcore, of course, and things of that nature. It is TOZO's very own personalized sound setting for them. Now, this is what mine looks like if I were to use it. However, I'm not, because I found, although this is a good sound, I found that I get the best sound for me when I use the equalizer. So we'll go ahead in that, we'll switch over to the EQ and go down to my sound in the equalizer. All right, it did switch over. Okay, so now that's what we're using here. So let's go ahead and go into settings. I don't know why I did all that, but let's go into the settings here. We want to make sure that we are in. Actually, no, I'm going backwards. All right, I'm back and I'm going in the wrong spot. Forgive me on that one. Sorry. All right. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go in. We're going to make sure LDAC is turned on. So LDAC is activated on the phone. That way, and look, yeah, that way. Let me see something as well. I want to go in and see if what megahertz we're at, or kilohertz. Sorry. All right, we at LDAC. As you can see, LDAC is turned on, and we're using the bit rate, the sample rate rather, of 96.0 kilohertz. So we're maxing out the kilohertz right here. We're at the max. All right, let me see. Bit sampling is at 32. So we're pretty good. All right. Just want to show you guys that because I know there's people out there that ask those questions. I want to make sure I cover those bases before we dive in. All right. So I already showed you my EQ setting. Let's show you one more time. All right. So now let's go ahead and dive into our song. Make sure we are at optimal listening level. All right. We're there. Here we go. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I just wanted to get in so bad. I just go ahead and get our noise canceling turned on because I know that's how I listen to my music. All right, noise canceling has been activated. Now let's continue. Sorry about that. Start over. Here we go. All right. Already noticed that we've got not great, but we got nice bright sound. Not too overpowerful, not too powerful of a bright sound, but in my opinion, it's perfect. Which allows the vocals to be nice and clean and clear. You got the crispness of the piano, and you got the detailing of the echo. All right, now we got the background instruments coming in. Soundstage opens up nicely. Very clean. Nice rumble from the cello when it hits those chords. Very clean. And now we'll have the background vocalist come in. Again, soundstage wide open. The separation of the instruments is really good. Again, nice detail with the violin. Again, a really good sound. All right, again, just a really, really good sound here. This is what LDAC should be doing that it's not doing. You know what? I'm not even going to go there. I was going to start to go there. I'm not going to go there. But a great sound here. Let's move on. I'm not even going to touch it right now. All right, let's go ahead and get in. Bass song. Oh, wow. Already rattling. Got that thump. Sub bass rumble. Fades away nicely. Oops, what happened? Oh, I must have hit a button. Sorry about that. That was my fault. I must hit the button here. Again, but still, it doesn't take away from the fact that the bass is knocking on these. Oh, that rumble is so sweet. It's clean too. Yes. Now the vocals are clean and clear, but that high pitched tinny sound is not is pretty been dulled a little bit, if I can find a lack of a better term. But again, the vocals are clean, but that bass is killing it. It's just rattling inside, it's just hitting me. Very nice. Now we got E40 coming in. Vocals clean. Man, that sounds really good. I'm loving the bass in that. It gives you that punch that you want, and that sub bass rumble. It gives you that. It fades away nice. Sounds real. I'm enjoying that. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. Let me go. I don't know what I did to lose my list here, but I did it. All right, let's go ahead and get into our final song. All right. Nice warm start with the keyboard and drums. Got that nice little rumble from the keyboard. So you're not missing that detail. And the lead saxophone now. Very nice. I'm liking the detail from as far as the instruments go. You got a nice little separation there. But pay attention to that kick drum on the drum set. Here's the high note. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to get the rest of the band in. Oh, so clean. Love how mom's calling. Stay strapped in. All right, I'm back in. You know, when mom calls, you answer. So let's get back into this song. Again, I'm loving the way this song sounds. Nice balance. And I like the crispness of the lead saxophone. And again, soundstage opened up nicely with the background instruments. Separation was really good. And I like the fact that you got the detail with the kick drum from the drum set in there as well. So again, falling back on the detailing that you hear out there. Very, very good sounding earbuds on all three levels. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get this swapped out. We'll get the X7s in, run them through the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back, and we got the X7s paired up in the air, and we're on the app. I was doing some finagling during the, off camera rather, and after deactivating the X7s and putting them away so that way I can switch over. I don't know if you recall earlier in the Gauntlet Series where I tried to use the LDAC with the EQ and it said I had to. It wouldn't allow me to use the LDAC and the EQ at the same time. Well, now for some strange reason, I can have the LDAC turned on, and I could use EQ functionality. I don't know if there was something happened in the interim between using the TOZO software and something like that. It's very strange. I'm gonna have to investigate that more. However, if I do use that, I only get let's see, it said only get up to 48 kilohertz on LDAC, but if I turn off disable the EQ and I get the full 96, I believe it is 96, 98, somewhere in, I think it's 96 kilohertz. I get that high res. However, the sound suffers. Like it's not very loud, especially at the sound setting that I prefer. So I'm really willing to just go ahead and be able to use a combination of both the EQ and LDAC codec at a lower bit rate, just so I can get the sound that I want. All right, the best sound that I want, however. So what we're going to do is go ahead in. Right now I'm in hear through mode. Here's my EQ settings. I got LDAC turned on. Here, I got LDAC turned on the phone. As you can see, it only allows me to go up to 48 kilohertz as far as the sample rate. So you tap on there, it will not let me get up to 96 because the EQ was turned on. So I'm just going to have to take that one for the team because I think turn off the EQ, you're losing a lot out of these earbuds. So we are at our optimum listening level. All right, we're there. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into noise canceling. All right, noise canceling has been turned on. And let's see. All right, and let's go ahead and get into our song. Here we go. All right. Again, the clarity is there. And the sharpness, or not, the crispness of the piano keys is there. The echoing detailing is there. So the mids and highs are doing their job. But again, the lack of natural volume is a detriment. Now we got the rest of the background instruments in. And again, the soundstage doesn't widen. It pretty much stays within right here to me, as opposed to being further out. It just seems like it's contained, just like right here. Again, very clear though, crystal clear. The mids and highs are fantastic sounding. This is probably, as I said, probably some of the clearest vocals and instruments I've heard. So clean. Now if these were a little bit naturally brighter, or even if I max these out at 100%, they would sound fantastic. But I don't listen to my audio at 100% maximum, 100% volume. All right, again, I don't listen to my audio at 100% volume. So based on my listening preference, they need to be brighter. It will bring out so much more of the sound on these. All right, let's go ahead and get into our bass song. Again, we're using LDAC too, along with the EQ. All right, now it has a little bit more of a punch. Not where I want it. All right, again, the sub bass rumble is very faint. Again, a brighter sound changes everything. But again, the vocals crystal clear, very clean. I'm telling, it's weird, and I don't understand. To me, this sounds weird. I mean, it's a weird combination here. But I gotta give them credit. The vocals are crystal clear. Here's E40. All right, vocals crystal clear. The bass is just it's a miss. It's a miss. God, the potential is there. It is so there. I don't know. All right, maybe these aren't for like the bass heavy songs. Maybe these are your audiophile type ones who cherish the mids and highs more so than the lows. All right, here goes the final song. Excuse me. All right, again, I like to start off very clean. I know you don't get as much of a rumble with the keyboards, but the drums and that lead saxophone coming in sounds so crisp. The clarity is great. Man, that sounds good. It's just I wish it was naturally loud. It had natural volume was louder. Again, not at 100% maximum. Here's a high note. See, oh my goodness, so crisp. Now we got the rest of the band coming in. Again, the sound stage doesn't widen much. Stays about right here. but the clarity is so good. All right, real quick, let me turn this up to max. This is what I should be getting at the volume level that I'm at. It sounds way better here. And you're getting more detail. All right, let me go ahead and get out of there. All right, just that's a miss there for me, man. All right, so what we're gonna do now is, I just had to come down off of that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up. We're gonna talk about these two, see who the winner is. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. Let's go ahead and talk about these two. We'll start off with the Golden X1s. These guys came in. They sound really good. Again, nice mids and highs when it came to the first song. Vocalists sound really good. Nice clean piano. Background instruments came in nicely. Soundstage opened up nice and wide for them. You got the detailing with these, as well as that little rumble of bass from the cello when you hit those chords. And that was well represented. And then, of course, with the bass song, E40 song, that bass thump, it was hitting the side of my head. And then, of course, the sub bass rumble faded away just as clean as it could. And it just kept doing like that. In the same token, the vocalists sound very clean, both E40 and T-Pain. And the auto-tune, as piercing it is to my ears at high volume levels, was really smoothed out, and it made it a very comfortable listen. Again, I don't listen to my audio at 100% volume, but it's still the brightness, natural brightness of these earbuds was definitely present. And then going into the third song, again, nice clean start, warm start. Got that little rumble from the keyboard. You got the kick from the drums. And the lead saxophone was really crisp when they came in. Soundstage widened out when we got the rest of the band in. It sounded really well put together. The instrumental separation was great. It was just great. It was really on point there. A very fun listen with these guys. Now, going into the X7s, I don't know what happened with the app. I think they might have to address that, because if you guys were following the Gauntlet Series for these, I could not use the EQ with LDAC. I had to use either one or the other. And then all of a sudden, after using the LDAC feature within the app on the Golden X1s, then the feature started working for these headphones. Now, did it improve them? Yes, it did give them a little bit of an improvement. Did it give it enough of improvement? No, because you still had the lack of natural volume, the brightness of the audio really lacked on these. Again, I had to go and max it out at 100% in order to get on par with the X1s at about 70%. So you could definitely tell that just the decibel levels on these is really bad. These don't get very loud at all. But still, despite that, they are very clear. Like the vocalists, the mids and highs are crystal clear with these earbuds. Despite the fact that they don't get as bright of a sound. I mean, I gotta give credit where credit is due. These guys sound very clean and very clear. Again, with the instruments, singers, vocals all across. It's just, natural volume, and then of course, bass is not good. I can't even hide it. It's not good. You got the nice little knock, but you don't get the thump, and the sub bass is like I said before, it's faint. So the bass on these is not good, even when you're dealing with the EQ setting, even when you're using the EQ alone without LDAC, and then when you add LDAC, it improved it a little bit, but still, it's poor. When it comes to bass, again, mids and highs, phenomenal. Low end is poor. in my opinion. Some of you might like that. Some of you guys and girls out there might even get these with the effect that, look, I'm not even worried about bass. I want the mids. I want that audiophile sound. I want the mids and highs to be nice and crisp and sharp. These are it. But the downside is you got to turn these up. You got to max your volume at 100% in order to get what you want at that level. So again, they're good, but that's what you're going to have to do. All right. So with that being said, which one would I go with in the pinch? I would definitely have to be the Golden X1s. I get just about everything out of it. The only check that goes in the direction of the X7s is the vocal and instrumental clarity. They win that category, but all the other categories will go to the Golden X1s as far as sound goes. Okay. Again, this has been a really good Gauntlet series overall. I am very glad to have been able to bring this to you guys. It does pull out some of the best and worst features of earbuds when you can put them up against contemporaries within their price range. So in this Gauntlet series definitely proved that. All right, again, the winner will be the Golden X1s by TOZO. Let's wrap this up. All right, so this has been the Gauntlet Series finale for the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX7 earbuds and their final opponent, the TOZO Golden X1s. The X1s get the win, but it was a great series nonetheless. If you like what you guys see, if you guys like what you see, I don't know what happened there. If you guys like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to share this with other friends and family if you out there. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. We got unboxings coming up. We got new earbuds coming up in the first quarter of the year. This is going to be a fun time. I got some headphone head-to-heads and unboxings I still got to do, and I will get through. And it's going to be a real fun time here on the channel. So go make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Follow me also on all my social media sites. And when I'm doing unboxings and everything, I usually announce them out there as well as often as I can. I'm a one-man show, so I do get a little busy and some things fall between the cracks. That's my bad. I promise to do better. Again, thanks a lot for you guys coming out and spending some time with me and checking this out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.